Hey y'all, so I am back. Should have recorded last week, didn't really do it, so I am recording now. Yeah, so I've got about half an hour here, so let's get going. So I remember last time I was starting to write the recursive parsing algorithm, which I am now completely... my brain has lost all context, so I will read this part first. Luckily the program isn't that long anyway currently, right, because we didn't really do a whole lot yet. I also remember looking up the LRU parser, or sorry, LR parser. LRU is something different. I thought wasn't there an example down here? Well, it can't be that one because it's not, the link isn't purple. There was some article, well, it doesn't matter actually, because I'm not using this anyway, right? So I'm just gonna brute force it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it should probably work. Also last time actually, after recording, I really started to notice like the patterns in the abstract syntax tree here. Like Lisp is very, or I mean, I'm starting to see how Lisp is very regular, right? Actually, I wouldn't even need, so here I did like special implementations for this stuff here, but I'm not even sure anymore I need that. So the nth function, for example, which is written like this, right? Some array, and then I don't know, like the first index. I don't actually need to implement that. Oops. There we go. Implementing it as a special AST node isn't even really necessary, and same for like read and print, right? And probably also definition, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway, because like def is sort of a keyword, nth is then also a keyword, I guess. If is a keyword, so yeah, it should be okay, and we will see. And of course I also need arrays actually, but I think I talked about that last time. So yeah, let's see how far we get. This is shadowed, I don't care. Alright, so these are the primitives. Then I probably also want a branch here for, oh, I screwed that up. Also want to have a branch here for arrays, which would be this, and then parsong. Do I allow stuff like this? I should, right? Yeah, it's Lisp. I'm gonna allow that. Like the disadvantage is I can't, like this is not constant anymore, right? So I really have to evaluate it. evaluate it, but it's Lisp, so I should allow that. Or I mean, it's my Lisp. It's not really Lisp what I'm doing. Right, so actually, so I thought about this last time. I need a context here, which is going to be a function that, well, let's do it like this for now. I'm not sure that's correct. This is my context, and it may be null actually, and it is null when it starts out. So this is for, oh wait, huh. It's a bit unclear to me how I even recurse. Like the Lisp parser. What's my, like, what am I even doing? Like, so these things right here, so that's like the lowest level of recursion, true, false, and numbers. But then if I have a, so 1 should be a recursion, 2, and this part should also recurse. So I guess I'm just splitting on spaces. I'm splitting on spaces, but I have to be careful not to split strings. So this actually, a string, that's its own recursion, right? So I can't just brute force, like I can't just split on a space, essentially. But that's okay. That should still work. Oh yeah, actually, I even have strings here. Does this part already work? Yeah, assuming I haven't messed up here. So that's also primitive actually, so I should pull the array down here. Yeah, but that's going to be surprisingly hard, because I would really like to reuse these if statements right here, right? So essentially, like, oh, it's getting ugly already. Well, I guess I can recurse. I mean, it's like weird. So if I'm here, I guess I loop in a way, so I should I don't know, just gonna do it, I guess. I mean, like, it shouldn't stop, it shouldn't be a last character. And I increase the parse pos, I suppose. Well, let me do that first, and then later I can combine it if I need to. So right here we are done. It's gonna return a new. I do not have a vector yet, right? No. So I'm gonna call it vector, not array, because it can probably like grow and shrink, I suppose. Speaking of, I should also have one for list, which I should have done at the very, very start. That belongs to the vector. Well, I called it, I guess I'm calling an array. So this is just a elements. It's a node. This is the data type, not the applied function. Right, because like applied functions are. So this is an applied function, and it's also a list. But when I store, what I want to store here is the data type. So this is the same as the array, except it can grow and shrink. Call this elements. And this only applies to the array. So actually, well, see, I'm so used to. Usually when I'm doing compilers, and I haven't done that many compilers or parsers or whatever. Usually I'm doing like static typing. And this is all dynamic, so I don't even know, should this be an array or should it be a node? Because the parser, no, it should be a node, right? Because the user can write, yeah. Must be a node. Yeah, it just feels uncomfortable to me, because this is all node. There is no static typing anywhere here, but that's normal. I think I have to live with that. Should I guess I might as well. Well, I'm not gonna. No, actually, whatever. Okay, so these are like compound data types. I'm gonna group these for overview here. These are primitives. That's like the top level. This is function stuff. These are 3 special forms. Well, only if is really a special form, the rest is just normal functions. So I guess these are built-in functions, which can be overwritten. I don't know, maybe. I guess this also belongs down here, just because. What am I doing? I don't think I need that actually. Whatever, I'm gonna not care. So now these are like control flows, so to speak. I have no idea. The Lisp I mean, maybe this is crazy, I don't know. Anyway, so this is a new array of elements. And but already the distinction doesn't make sense here because I'm parsing the elements into a list here, probably. What? List of nodes, yeah. Yeah, that's... Well, I can make this be a linked list, actually. That actually makes sense. And then this, I guess I'm just using list then. It's not, I mean, I'm not going for efficiency, so I just want to know how Lisp works. Okay, so we are gonna start at 1 actually, and I'm gonna recursive parse the oh, I have it now. Okay, yeah, so the recursive parse always goes until, or it continues until it hits a closing delimiter and won't consume the closing delimiter. So right here I'm supposed to go in at this place. The end position is still the same because I don't know the end, because the, well, no, this thing could be inside a string, right? So I can't, yeah. Yeah, okay. And then we have a context, and the context is now the array, I suppose. No, not really, because I'm doing that up here. Actually, maybe I don't even need the context. We'll see. We will see. And so that's a element that's gonna get added here. The question now is, I'm also gonna need to return it's probably not gonna go well. I'm gonna make a new record struct parse result. It's either a node, or no, it has a node and a, I should call this something different. I'm gonna call this, well, no, I'm gonna no, new parse plus. That's a node, that's true, and this is gonna be a parse result, and that's gonna be the node. Yeah, because here, oh, it's so annoying to write, but that's parse plus 4. Zero into 3, 4, so it's one after the thing. New parse pos is one past. True, I'm gonna write it like that. I will know what I mean. Well, parse result, I'm gonna actually oops. Why? I guess I'm turning this into a class. Oops, that's way too far. Here we are. It's public. No, I can't use these. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so that's true string. Oh, hello, false string. And it's false string plus false string length. Here we go. What is the what? Oh. Here I'm not on a digit anymore, and so therefore it's parse result. Here that should be correct. And then here I get, yeah, it's just return parse result node and I. Wait. Like this? Yeah, okay, nice. That's a parse result now. Okay, nice. We have it here. New end pos. No, new parse pos, I said. Called new parse pos, and then I will let's see. So I think it's just this, right? So now I'm on a space. On a space or a delimiter. Because it's after I parsed into the thing here, right? So I jumped into whatever this is. It's like a number or a string or a who knows, and I jumped into it, and now I'm on the space after that thing has parsed. So that's one of these right here. If it's a primitive, it could also be an array, of course. So anyway, I'm now one past that, which means I could now be on one of these. Could also be in a space, so I will need to deal with this, with spaces. I can't speak. And actually, I'm going to deal with spaces right up here because I want to just ignore spaces anyway. So if we are on a space, we just increase the parse pos here. Just so at the beginning I'm never on a space. Oh, actually that doesn't help because I'm right here. I might still be on space. Guess I'm not doing that. Guess I'm doing it down here. And I am gonna use parse pos here. So let's delete this. Just use the parse pos. Here. And while I'm on a space, I'm gonna skip. Guess I can also I can just put that up here actually, and it will handle the case where I type something like this, which should also, like, that's legal, should be legal syntax, right? Right, so that's this taken care of. If I hit this part, I'm out, and I am out at 1 past the parse pos here. Did I smaller than input length? If it's not escaped, then it's say, oh, I'm not at the right position here actually. I'm gonna go 1 past here, because that loop right here said I can break on the double quote, and that will place me on the double quote when I return I here, and so I need to go 1 past. It could also be that I is input length, so it is like at the end of the input, in which case going 1 past doesn't really matter. I can just do that, right? Although I'm gonna start, I mean, here it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna start programming like this then, because now I have a number that is potentially larger than the input length. So I should get into the habit of using these sort of safe equalities here, or inequalities in this case, because otherwise I might expect, you know, I to be equal to input length, but here I shoot past, and then at some point in the recursion, when I'm not paying attention, I might screw up, right? So don't want to do that. This is like a general trick you can use to avoid that. Okay, anyway, so I got about 3 more minutes. Might record some more in the evening. But let's just finish up this branch. So this parse pos is fine. This part is gonna put it past the spaces, which is good. That's what we want. That's okay. That's gonna add the element. Now I'm on a space, and then if it terminates the loop, oh, I also have to, oh, here too actually. Yeah, I mean, if it's, I guess I have to do it. And parse pos should be smaller than input.length. And if parse pos is, no, not is, greater equal input.length, length, then this is an error. Parse result, no. I mean, the AI was pretty close here actually, but yeah. Yeah, actually here we already have a case where we need parse pos wait, no, here actually, so here's the error handling again. Input length. So here's already a case where I think we need actually the greater equals, because, is that true? Yeah, because this guy right here, the recursive parse, it could be a string, and the string could go off the limit. So essentially we have a string that starts but doesn't end, there's no closing double quote. And then exactly what I said, right? So here is the case where the I is equal to input length actually, because this part doesn't really matter in this case. But then it's going to shoot one past, and if we shoot one past and return here, it's going to be one past, and then this if statement will actually fail if I used this instead of this, and so that's would be bad. And that's exactly what happened here, or would be more exactly what's needed here. So this is gonna be called array didn't terminate, and that's also array didn't terminate, I believe, because yeah, it's inside this part right here. Okay, and then if that's okay, we will return here at the new parse bus. Okay, so that's already a race done actually. I think it wasn't too hard, which is really nice. So next up is going to be functions, which I'm going to do in the evening. See you then.